Personal brand identity pricing. The price range for a brand identity is wide. It can be a few bucks if you go to places like Fiverr, or it can be millions of dollars, as was the case for Paula Scher, who was paid $1.5 million to design the Citibank logo. But these are the extremes. On average, to build your personal brand as a leader, you can expect to pay between $5,000 to $50,000 for brand identity. The element is usually associated with design. In its most basic form, it usually means your logo, color palette, and typeface. It can also include some guidelines on how to use these elements, as well as how to design pieces like infographics or any other visual components of your brands, like thumbnails for videos, animations within the video, banners for social media, and many more. Personal brand photography pricing. The pricing of a photography session to build your brand as a leader can be between $500 to $10,000 or more, depending on the number of photos, photographers, scenery, and wardrobe changes. Keep in mind that this element can be divided into two components. The first element is the photography guidelines, which should be included in the brand guidelines as part of the brand identity. This means that you'll have a clear idea of the type of photos that you should use for your social media accounts, your website, profiles, and any digital presence. The second component is to take the actual photos. We'll assume the guidelines were taken care of in your brand identity, which is why we only listed the cost of the photography session. As a reference, you have figures like Barack Obama, Vladimir Putin, Serena Williams, and many other iconic leaders who have hired world-class photographers like Platon for their portraits and headshots. Personal brand voice pricing. The pricing of a brand discovery process to develop the voice of your brand can range from $3,000 to $50,000, depending on how many workshops, people involved in their workshops, and other research tools required for this phase. This does include traveling and lodging if needed to bring the people together for the workshops. Keep in mind that this element can also be divided into two components and is more dynamic than the rest. First, you must discover your brand voice. This will be done through research, workshop, quizzes, and different processes to help understand the vision, mission, and values of the leader, which will inform the voice of the brand. The second part is shaping that voice. Any speaker or writer can tell you that the way they share their message today is not the same as when they started. It evolves with time. It gets closer to who you are as a person. And the only way to shape the voice of your brand is by using it. Thus, the process of working with a team to create, curate, and coach you through the content creation process will be the key to taking the mask off, sharing your stories, and changing the world through your personal brand. The cost of shaping the voice will be associated with how many pieces and types of content you wish to create for your brand, as well as how much time should be allocated for feedback and coaching to adjust and improve the writing process and your speaking skills. The cost of a written piece of content can be between $100 for a short piece to $3,000 plus if you want to include long-form blogs, emails, copy for social media, and other written elements. The cost of video production can be between $1,200 for simple video to $50,000 or more for premium video. You could also decide to produce in-house, which will require investment in equipment, talent, training, and software.